Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker. Welcome to the show, y'all. Look here. Stacks is knocked out. Police done walked by. He ain't moving. I tried to get him to move. He ain't moving, all this and that. But I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Because he knocked out, so I can lay there. You know what I'm saying? I watch my TV programs. Then, I get after finish watching TV, I get up, I say my prayers, and I lay down, and I go to sleep. I'm in there chilling. Knocked out. You know what I mean? Now I hear some rumblings and grumblings because you're going to hear that. You're going to hear that if you got a cellmate in the penitentiary. That's what it is, because they're moving around. You moving around. You feel me? He gets up in the middle of the night. He need to use the restroom. And see, normally, it's almost kind of like you become conditioned to your cellmate's movements, and you automatically know to either roll over towards the wall, pull the covers over your head or whatnot, and it ain't even like you gotta wake up to do it. It's like you in a semi-state of consciousness, and you know what to do based on the sounds that you're hearing in the cell. So when I hear him over there near the toilet, I instinctively roll towards the wall, pull my covers over my head, and I continue to get my sleep on. I ain't thinking about nothing. Right? Now, let's keep it real. We're going to get a little bit more descriptive, Now, somebody's doing number one, you're going to hear some tinkle, tinkle, blah, 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 right? Somebody hearing number two, well, let me back up. Usually, if you got a cellmate, they got to sit down, man. It ain't rude, but what they going to do, because normally, everybody's got that out of the way before lockdown. Ain't nobody doing that. But stuff happens. You might have ate a bad meal, a bad burrito, or something like that, and your stomach's upset. It happens, right? So, if that happens and you wake up in the middle of the night, it's not rude to say, Celly, man, I got to sit on down, use the restroom, man. That's not rude to say that. You feel what I'm saying? So that your Celly can be prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? By further putting some cover on their head, and putting up a violation, because your Celly that's using the toilet, they're going to put up a violation between you and him in the toilet. So if you do raise up, you can't see that. You feel what I mean? That's respect. Now, so here's the thing. I'm laying in the bed. I'm, like I say, semi-conscious. I ain't tripping or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't hear nothing. Okay, he ain't said nothing. I don't hear no tinkling. You feel me? He ain't said nothing this time. I'm going to give him a pass on this one, but I'm under the cover anyway. My head is toward the wall. Now I start to, even though I'm semi-asleep, I hold my breath and I go on to sleep. You feel, stay asleep, brother. You know what I'm saying? Try to get back into it, right? So I'm thinking, for whatever reason, like I said, I'm in this semi-state of mind. A couple of minutes go by, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't hear nothing. And it ain't no mistaking the sound of a toilet flushing. But I don't hear nothing. I don't hear no toilet flushing. So I just lay there. Now, I'm not semi-asleep no more. I'm aggravated. And I done heard this fool put his feet, because it's like bunk beds. So at the foot of the bed, the bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got one and then you got the bar, and then you step up and you can get on the top. I can tell when a person put their foot on that bar, they catapult themselves all the way up to the top bunk. So I hear and feel all that. So I'm like, okay. I know he in the bed, asleep, back in the bed trying to go to sleep. But let me think about some things, and I'm going to tell y'all that I didn't hear. One, and I ain't no freak or no pervert. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying, you're going to be aware of the sounds, y'all. I didn't hear no toilet flush. That's one. I didn't hear him, you know how you wrap some toilet paper around your hand and you tear it off, you hear that sound, toilet paper breaking off from the roll? I didn't hear none of that. And I most definitely, listen to me. I most definitely didn't hear no water running. Wash them hands, man. Scrub, man. I ain't hear none of that. So now I'm laying in the bed with my head covered, I'm activated, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking like, I want to get up because I'm starting to smell it too. I want to get up, put some of that dry car on the lamp, but I'm so mad, and then I don't want that funk to hit me in the face either. I'm so mad, I just lay there, man, until I doze back off, right? But I already done told myself, I got something to say to him in the morning, right? Now, I've been warned. I've been warned by the police, though. I've been warned. None of my shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to trip out because I got the pack coming in too, right? I can't be messing the move up. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot of stuff going on that I got to take into consideration. Now, I'm thinking that I'm sleeping, but I'm not. Because I'm aggravated. I'm too aggravated. So I get up the next morning, I'm getting myself together and all this and that, and lo and behold, I look in the toilet and guess what I see? The man didn't even flush. That's what I thought. He got a log in the toilet. And then I don't see no toilet paper on top of it or nothing. It's just sitting there like it's supposed to be there. I look up at it. Now I'm mad. I hit his foot, you know what I'm saying, at the bottom of it. I said, hey, Celly. He rolled yeah, what's up? I said, hey, man. I said, man, we don't do it like this, buddy. He raised up real slow, like he pissed off at me or something for waking him up, you know? He raised, he said, man, what's going on? He got the mean mug on his face. I said, man, fix your face, man. You know, I'm a little aggravated too, Rob. I said, man, fix your face. He don't understand none of that. He started scrubbing, wiping at his face, at his eyes, like I'm telling him to wake up. That ain't what I mean. Fix your face when you talk to me. I don't need nobody looking at me with no mean mug on. I go straight into penitentiary mode just like that, right? With a sprinkle of gangsta on the top of it. You understand what I'm saying? So he don't catch none of that, though. I mean, absolutely none of it. Like, it's just whatever. You know, start wiping the sleep out of his eyes, you know? And he said, what you talking about? I said, man, flush the toilet, man. He said, oh, my bad. So I hit the thing and flushed the toilet, man, and all this and that. And it been sitting in the toilet so long, it went straight down. I'm pissed about that, too. You know, and then I got to thinking. I said, man, don't you got to get up and go get your meds or something? He like, yeah, I got to get on up, man, and get ready to go to Pilgrim, man. I said, look here, man, go on and get ready, man. You know what I'm saying? And then I sat down, I turned the TV on, looking at my news shows early in the morning. You know how people do. He jumped down, man. I'm thinking he finna brush his teeth and wash his face and all this and that. The man jumped down, grabbed his rag. He ain't even put no soap on the rag. Grabbed his rag, wet it, wiped his face, got the sleep off his face, and hit the door. Hit the door. Now I'm sitting there at the head of my bed watching TV. I can't even focus on the news now. I'm so hot, I don't even know what to do. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? I got a real dirt dog up in here. Real dirt, ain't he on medication? He flying down there to get them pills, but he got problems. I come out the cell, you know, cause brother them, you know, they come around, make sure I'm up, make sure everything's straight, and then we walk around where everybody's serving child. Everybody's a child. We'll walk around, you know what I'm saying, in the loop. You know what I'm saying? It just means we out on the compound at this particular penitentiary. They used to let us walk early in the morning if you don't go to child. You know, stretch your legs and stuff like that before the day starts. So we walking, and they ask me, what's up with him? How is he doing this and that? And I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm going to keep it real. I ain't even really know what to tell them. Because if I tell them everything that has been going on, you know what I'm saying, in this one night, they going to be laughing at me, and then they're going to say, well, what you want to do? Because they want to do something silly with anybody. Anytime they think that I'm being offended, anytime they think that I'm uncomfortable, it's somebody within the ranks that want to do something to rectify that so they can get in favor, right? So I got to be careful about what I say to him. I said, man, he going to be all right. I ain't even believe that when it came out my mouth. But I got to watch them. Putting them sneaky, man, and they devious. You feel what I'm saying? So we walking laps. He come back up through the alley, right? He done got his dope. He said, hey, Celly. I said, yeah, what's going on, man? What, you good? You straight? You got your pill? You know what I'm saying? I ain't say pills. I said, you got your med? He's like, yeah, I'm straight now. He walking back down. He get closer and closer to me. The closer he get to me, I see that white stuff on his mouth, and it look crushed all on the mouth. He said, hey, Celly, you mind I get one of them soda, man, when I get back in there? I said, man, yeah, go ahead, help yourself, right? I said, man, you been to chow? He said, no, I ain't been to chow. I said, man, go to chow, man. Put some food on your stomach, man. He turned straight around, just spin like a soldier, just spin around, go straight back to the chow hall. You feel what I'm saying? Because the chow hall in the other direction. He go back to the chow hall. He get him something to eat. He coming out. We still out walking. I'm way on the other end by the time he come out the chow hall about 10 or 15 minutes later. He heading back down to the unit. Brother them looking at him. They said, man, something wrong with him, Joe T. I said, no, he gonna be straight. He gonna be straight. He gonna be all right. They were looking at me like, yeah, I done seen his kind before. They trying to get me. They trying to bait me. They want me to say something. They want me to green light something without actually green lighting it, but I ain't taking the bait. I ain't taking the bait. So now, I said, look here, let me go on and see what's going on, man. Make sure he get up out of here, man, because I got to go. Because I had to go to work, too. At this time, I'm teacher's aide, right? So I get back to the cell. He done popped the top on one of the sodas, right? He done down that thing. And all this. I said, you straight? You done wash your face, brush your teeth? I try to throw the little hint out there, right? So you done wash your face, brush your teeth and all in there? He's like, yeah, I done took care of all that. He's like, I got to get ready to go. I said, where they put you at, man? They give you a job yet? He's like, no. He said, I got to go to the job coordinator. She told me to come up here and talk to her and whatnot. I said, oh, okay then. I said, you know where the office is, right? He was like, yeah, it's right up here in the other unit, right? I was like, yeah. I said, when you get up there, you go all the way into the back and then make your left. You know what I'm saying? You go to the left and you're going to see it on the door. It say job coordinator. You know what I'm saying? She cool people, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, what you got, any skills or something like that? What you trying to do? He said, man, I don't know. They usually don't give me no job outside the unit, man. I said, what do you be doing in the unit? He said, man, they have me cleaning the doorknobs and stuff like that. I said, cleaning the doorknobs? I said, ain't no job. Man, he looked at me like I done offended him. For real, like he's the proudest man in the world to be cleaning doorknobs, right? And when I say cleaning doorknobs, I mean literally that, right? They give these folks a napkin with some cleaning solution on it, and they tell them all day just walk around and cleaning everybody's the doorknobs on the cell door. I said, you good though, man? You good? If that's what you like doing. He like, yeah, you gotta clean them, man. You gotta keep them clean. People's hands is dirty. And then I stopped and I looked at it, and I ain't say it. But I'm sitting there thinking, hands dirty? You got some nerve, but I ain't say it. Because I ain't hear no water that night. You know what I'm saying? When he used that restroom. But anyway, I kept it moving. I said, look here, man. I'm finna go to work. I said, but look, you welcome. Try to eat you something. I said, man, don't act like you're home, though. Don't act like you're home. He said, no, it's all good, Joe T. He said, man, I'm going to go to lunch and all this and that. I might get another one of your sodas, though. All this and that. I said, you like them sodas, don't he? He's like, yeah. I said, you need to drink water with them, man. Now, I got plenty of them. I probably got 60, 70 sodas up in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't even drink them like that. It's just people be paying me off. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, he keeps talking to me. And I'm like, look, I got to go, man. He got that energy. That pill, like, the one at night didn't have him like that. But the one during the day, oh, he moving, he up and he bouncing off the wall. I said, man, make sure you get up out of that job coordinator, man, so, you know what I'm saying, you can get a job. Because I'm hoping that they give him a job outside the unit, on the yard or something, so he can move around and get tired or something, right? So I go on down to school. That's where I worked at. I'm teacher's aide. I get on down now. I'm working and all this and that. Lunchtime come, you know what I mean? And we go back to the unit. Well, I did. Everybody else will go to chow. I go back to the unit sometimes. So I wanted to go back to the unit to check on him to see what's going on. I get back to the unit. He in the bunk. I hit him on the foot, wake him up. I said, hey, Celly, what's going on with you, Stack? He said, oh, nothing. I said, where you get your job? You get your job? He said, what they got you at? He said, man, I told you, man, they got me cleaning the door. I said, okay. I said, when you cleaning the door? He said, no, I already done it. I said, how long you work? He said, it didn't take but 10 or 20 minutes. I said, but you supposed to clean them all day, don't you? He said, I'll hit them again later on after lunch, man. Ain't nobody in the building. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, look here, let me use the restroom real quick. I ain't really need to use the restroom, man. I just need to get out the cell for a minute. I said, let me use the restroom real quick, man, before I go back to work, man. And then, you know, you can have the cell back. I got to get on back down the sidewalk. He get up and get on up out of the cell. I shut the door, put the violation up. I just stood in the middle of the floor and I just started looking around. Because it didn't feel right. Something felt out of pocket. Now, keep in mind, I got a stack of Reese's. I eat them Reese's cups, y'all. I got a stack of them. You feel what I'm saying? On my shelf. They so tight on my shelf, it looked like I'm in the grocery store or something like that, where you pull one off the shelf and all this and that, and it automatically refill itself. That's how my shelf was with them Reese's cups. Full. So I look up there, and I ain't no petty dude. I break bread. You feel what I'm saying if you straight? I look up on the shelf. It looked like, oh, no. Somebody done been up on my shelf messing with my Reese's cup. There ain't nobody coming in my cell doing none of that. So check this out. I pulled the Reese's cup out. Oh. Look here, y'all. Let me tell you what I found. Somebody, I ain't saying Stacks, not yet. Somebody done opened up the Reese's cup and took one of the Reese's out. Look here. My instincts took over. Man, I dropped the Reese's cup on the desk, went to the door, opened the door. I said, hey, Stacks, come here, man. He walked over to the door. I said, what's up? He said, what's up, Joe T? I said, look here, man. Pull that door up. So he pulled the door up. I said, man, you been on my shelf messing with my Reese's cups, man. He said, yeah, I got one of the Reese's cups, man. I ain't want to eat both of them, man. I put it back up. I'm going to get the other one later, man. I said, What? Now keep in mind, let me explain something to y'all. Y'all know the Reese Cup got 2 of them in the pack. 2 in the pack. I said, listen to me, man. If you get one of them Reese Cups, don't be putting it back up on that shelf, man. Keep it up off that shelf. Put it on your shelf if you're going to eat it. But don't be messing with my Reese Cups. I told you can mess with them sodas. And I also told you, don't act like you're at home. You ain't at home. But I said, I wasn't clear about it. Let me explain something to you. You see that bag over there? Anything in that bag, if you need it, you can get it until you get your commissary straight. You understand what I'm saying? And you can get you one of them sodas, but don't be grabbing off his these Reese Cups, man. He said, oh, man, I'm sorry, man. I didn't understand what you meant. I thought, we were straight like that. I ain't known this fool but 2 days, right? But it was his whole demeanor. His whole demeanor just switched like he was about to cry. Like he was about to cry. And then I caught myself like, hold on, man. You good? You good. Now, don't get it twisted. Let me explain something to you. I'm concerned about his well-being. I don't want him to feel like, I'm trying to be hard on him. Because I don't want to be running over to that hub office telling the unit manager I'm trying to be shysty with him. You feel what I'm saying? Because I got things to do. But I don't want him to feel like that, right? I don't want him to feel like, so I back up. I said, hey, man, everything good. I said, here, and I reached up, I grabbed another one and gave him another Reese Cup, laid it on the desk door. I said, man, you straight. I said, but I got to go. Man, I'm walking down the sidewalk trying to get back to work. And I'm thinking, man, oh, he got to go. I can't do 18 more days with him. Ain't no way I can do it. Ain't no way I can do it. It's 2 days now. Ain't even really been 2 full days. This fool done got under my skin. I get down to school. The day fly by. Get back up there at like 3:40. Well, 3:20. Trying to get everything ready before the lockdown. Because it's about 3:40. I like to be in. And sitting there chilling at 3:45. They locking the doors. You know what I'm saying? And then they going to count us in 4, right? So I get up there, I'm taking care of the business, you know what I'm saying? And then here go my Celly. He said, hey, Joe T, I fixed something to eat, man. Here you go. He got a big old bowl. I had one big old bowl, right? But he had a big old bowl full of stuff. And he just grabbed my bowl and he dumped half of it in the bowl, right? And I look at it, it's cheesy. And I'm thinking, hey, you can cook? He like, yeah, I can cook. Then I got to thinking, I said, man, this fool ain't wash his hands. I'm hungry too, y'all. I said, man, this fool ain't even wash his hands. I said, I can't eat this food, man. I said, I'll check it out later, though, man. I ain't hungry as a bear, though. Hungry as a bear. But I ain't, it was something about him. It was something, he had this childlike demeanor. I ain't want to hurt his feelings. You know what I'm saying? But here I am, this big, bad, tough gangster, you know what I'm saying? He had me in check mentally, y'all. Had me in check. I ain't want to hurt the boy's feelings. Y'all understand that, don't you? I didn't want to hurt the boy's feelings. So I leaned back on the bunk, and I'm laying there, stomach growling. Hungry, but I'm not finna eat that food. I don't know what that boy been doing. For real. I don't know what he been doing. So I tell him soon as the count clear, let me use the restroom, man. You know what I'm saying? So I put him on notice to get out. Get up out of here. You feel what I'm saying? So count come, police walk around, counters, he get up out the cell. I get up, I'm looking at the food, I smell it. I ain't taste it. I poured it in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? And flushed that thing, right? But what I did, I cleaned my bowl out real quick. And I grabbed me a noodle and I put it in that water. I crunched it up. And that water, I couldn't heat it up because the microwave's outside the cell. So I let that water, you know what I'm saying, make the noodle look like something. Put a little pepper and salt on that thing and all that, and the seasoning pack. He ain't know the difference, right? He ain't even know the difference. You know what I'm saying? And then I said, man, I'm going to have to heat this up and eat it. But I was really cooking the noodle, right? So later on that night, I'm sitting out at the table, and I just started opening my mouth. I said, man, dude gotta go, y'all. Brother like, what he doing? I said, man, we'll talk about it, man, but I just gotta figure this out, man, because something ain't right about this, but I just can't put up with this no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just 2 nights, 2 days. Now, what happened later on that night? Oh, they locked it in. And if you want to know what that is, you're going to have to tune in to the next episode, right? This has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker. And I say peace, y'all.